Hey YouTube, it's Aiden. I'm back. Hopefully you guys all had a great winter break, / you still are. I go back to school tomorrow, but semester school is probably going to start for a little bit, another week. I had a crazy break. I went to a football game with the band, and then basically right after that went to Japan for like 2 weeks and taught in Japan, a marching band. And it was the most fun I've ever had. And yeah, it was great. And then I came back and did a couple other things, practiced a lot. And here I am. Woo! And I don't have a lot of playing stuff for you today, but I want to talk to you about making yourself get better at things, which I've always had trouble with. So I got 3 examples for you today. First example, conducting. So I went through basically my whole undergrad thinking, oh, I don't really need to know how to conduct. I like playing trombone. I don't want to stand up in front and wave my arms and do all this complicated stuff. So I never put any thought into it, and I took one class for 1 semester. It was like intro to conducting, and I got a B, and then I called it quits, and I was like, all right, I'm done. I don't have to conduct anymore. And then I came to UCLA as a grad student, and I had to run trombone sectionals, I had to run brass sectionals, like conduct all sorts of things. And I was like, all right, I'm going to conduct now. And so I basically just put my shoulder to the stone, or whatever you want to say, use some elbow grease, and I was just like, all right, I'm going to learn how to conduct. And I called up those memories of that class, and I just learned how to conduct releases and cue things, and just like keep time in my head without screwing up time changes and stuff. And boom, now I can conduct. Am I good? No. I can't conduct like a wind ensemble or anything, but the fact that I can conduct a smaller ensemble or a rehearsal is huge, and it's a great skill to have. I'm not even talking about conducting in general, just the fact that I've forced myself how to learn it. My second example is doubles. So you guys know I play a bunch of different instruments, but my main primary instrument is this, bass trombone. And I spend the vast majority of my time practicing this, and sometimes don't practice anything else at all. And, you know, if you look back at my YouTube history, I used to play euphonium. There's like tenor trombone stuff in there too, like tuba, all sorts of stuff. And I've just kind of let those fall by the wayside. And so this last quarter I was in the brass ensemble here at UCLA, and I got called to play euphonium for Mahler 5 transcription, and it was like a really hard part, and I looked at it and I went, oh man, I'm not good enough at euphonium to play this, which is actually true. I mean, I don't play it at all. I have it in the corner and it sits there and I don't play it. And so I was like, you know what, I'm going to practice. And so I practiced probably an hour a day the entire time I had that music, just working on that music, working on my fingers, and I got like 200% better at the euphonium. And that's like 100% better than I ever was before, even when I was a euphonium major in my undergrad. So there we go. I gave myself no way out, and I decided to just be good at euphonium. My third example, I just forgot. Oh yes, scales. So I really don't like playing scales. I don't know anybody that actually really enjoys playing scales, but I don't like playing scales. I learned all of my majors and minors and arpeggios for my sophomore barriers in undergrad on trombone and euphonium, actually. And then after that, I call it quits. I was like, I'm never going to play scales again. Woo! And, you know, that's a mistake. Don't do that. But I got to UCLA here, and we have crazy scale tests, like, throughout the entire quarter. And we first started, my teacher put down this sheet that had the scale patterns on it, and it was long and difficult and had to be fast, and there was chromatic in there and diminished and augmented stuff, and I was like, oh man, I'm so bad. And like the first week, I would play through that sheet on an easy scale, like B flat, and just not even be able to do it and like in tempo and time. And I was feeling really bad, and then I was like, you know what? I'm just going to be good at scales. And so, especially in the last like month or so, the quarter, I would play through every single scale all the way through the sheet every day. 12 scales. It took like 45 minutes a day just to do that. And boom, I got good at scales. I mean, I haven't played them for the last 3 weeks or 4 weeks or whatever, but, you know, at least I have the skill somewhere in here and not nowhere at all like it was before. So the lesson I want to say here is, if you want to get good at something with no excuses, just give yourself no way out. Like, especially for the conducting thing, I had taught the trombones here twice before, and I just didn't conduct at all because I did not feel safe doing it. And so I was like, oh, I'll just let other people do it. And then I came again, and I had no choice. I had to be the guy that was conducting, or else it just looks weird. The other guys all do it. So I had no way out. And guess what? I got pretty good at conducting. And the same thing applies to the other two examples. If you want to get good at something, give yourself no way out. Hold yourself to a high standard and know that other people are holding you to the same standard. And you'll get better at things, even if you think you're not good at them. So, sorry I didn't play this week. Short video, not much to say. I may have some interesting things coming up. Thanks, YouTube. See ya.